7.3 billion different people exist in a small blue and green planet. 4.5 million people exist in a city. 12,000 people exist in a neighborhood. 80 people exist on an early morning street. One person, a boy called Simon Ives, stands at a bus stop. 7.3 billion different thoughts exist in his super full brain. Suddenly, a strong gust of wind hits him. A blown newspaper catches against his leg, and the whistling sound of a falling object is heard from above, getting closer and louder. He looks up and jumps aside. A pair of small blue binoculars falling to the ground and landing where he stood. He stares at them, confused.
Hey.
Hey, Colin Gillespie. When kids ride to school together at the start of a way too full school day, where I have about 1 million things to do in about 400 minutes, which is about 6 hours, which is about half the time it'll take, different ones do different things. Michael Haynes, who has way more facial hair than a kid his age should, takes shots punching the new kid, Colin Gillespie, in the arm to make him flinch.
Ow! Ow! Didn't feel it. You just said ow. I was imagining what it would have felt like if I felt it, which I didn't.
Artie Monroe forces a pair of headphones on me and plays some song he likes.
We are the champions! We are the
Tiny losers?
Small losers? Yeah, they're weird.
I don't think that's the way.
Pow!
How? I'm not even playing.
Your arm is flinched.
Chloe DeNunzio shows me a car magazine and imagines
One day attaching the spoiler from a Plymouth Superbird to the chassis of a Porsche 930 Turbo? Sweet!
And I, Simon Ives, take a deep breath.
Pow! Ow!
And when kids stand together in a soccer field in the early hours of a Saturday morning, after you've already mowed the lawn and helped dad with the crossword, whether you like to or not, and practice Chinese vowels for your second language class, with loud parents cheering on the sidelines and a kid from the 8th grade about to take the free kick.
Come on, referee! Oh, make the ball tighter!
Put your shoes back
Come
on!
on, put the ball!
Different ones do different things. The new kid, Colin Gillespie, struggles to decide whether to protect his face or his privates, so he does both.
Can't see.
Artie Monroe blows a kiss to Alyssa Martin, who has long, flowy hair and knows more about horses than anyone ever.
Guys, hey guys, maybe carry me on your shoulders, yeah? Like I'm a sports hero guy.
But you're not.
Whatever. And make sure Liz says he's okay if I just...
Ow, that's Artie.
What are you doing?
Get off me!
What's that? Who's there? Is that a... Alyssa! Alyssa Martin, hey! Yeah, hey, Carrie, yeah! This is for you, Alyssa Martin!
That's so lame.
Horses rule!
Michael Haynes tries to psych out the kid taking the kick.
What's the matter, slow stuff? Gonna take all day to kick that or what? I could've got like 20 goals by now. Do you want me to take it? Is that what you want? I can take it if that's what you want.
Chloe DeNunzio blows the hair out of her face and considers my kicking Michael Haynes in a knee, so he'll...
Shut up already.
And I, Simon Ives, take a deep breath. And hold it in a while.
You gotta be like the worst free kicker I've ever seen.
Ow!
And when it's dinner on a Thursday night and you're tired after the most massive day ever, full of math club and spelling tests and handball battles, and the smell of dad's lasagna hangs in the air,
Douglas Ives' famous lasagna. Voila!
and a song from some Irish lady dad likes floats in from the next room. And everyone in my family is doing exactly what my family does best, which is talking all at once.
So what'd you do at school today?
I did a math
no,
test.
no, no, no.
You did a math?
I
Wait,
got
did
an
you
F.
get
It was really bad.
Which they're so good at and could definitely win a medal for if they had medals for that kind of thing, which they don't, luckily. And different ones do different things. My dad tries to tell a joke he heard at the botanic garden where he works.
And then the vampire says to the swim team, well,
Is this a vampire joke?
yeah. So the vampire says, well,
You
how about
can't tell them the vampire joke.
Yes, I can. So the vampire says, well, how about I... No, you're right. I can't tell him that.
No.
No.
What's the vampire say, Dad?
What does the vampire say, Dad?
Nothing. I can't remember. Yeah. Flies away and that's the end.
That's the lamest joke I've ever heard.
My mom, who's studying for her 5th PhD and has so many letters after her name, it's like a new name on top of the already there one, separates the different layers of lasagna into different parts of the plate so none of them are touching.
So odd how you do that.
And my brother Louis does the same.
I don't think it's odd.
And I, Simon Ives, aged 12 years and 4 months and 10 days, not counting leap years, which I don't. I sit back in the middle of all the craziness and feel overwhelmed. During music practice on Wednesday and soccer on Saturday and swim class on Monday and Tuesday taekwondo. And all the way through homework every night, which is crazy because when you're 12, the words home and work shouldn't even go together. And around the super loud dinner table with mom and dad and Louie, and all through the million and one things to do in my big, massive 12 and a bit year old life. I take a deep breath and try to feel calm.
Every time, Simon!
What is wrong with your son?
I told you, I so told you, Dad, you owe me $1.
Sorry. And the next day I'm in science class and I'm trying to remember the periodic table and forget a frog dissection, which is a hard thing for the brain to do, remember forgetting. And different ones do different things. Michael Haynes is studying his hands and wonder if they're girls' hands, because that's what his sister Megan said while they're arguing, and even though it was 3 months ago, he can't shake it. Chloe D'Annunzio stares at the back of Artie Monroe's head and wonders why he said no when she said he had to ask her to the end of school dance where he was dead meat, and wonders if it's rude to egg his house if he doesn't change his mind and say yes. The new kid Colin Gillespie takes heaps of notes because he really likes science and will one day grow up to write the definitive 21st paper on particle acceleration. And Artie Monroe thinks about girls.
No, you stop, Alyssa.
And I am sitting here and trying to remember all the things that I have to, like how my inhaler needs changing, and how I have to practice the La Cucaracha song for the school concert, and how I have a home ec project due where I have to bake a cake based off how I feel and how that's dumb, and how I should really just spend more time riding bikes with Louie, and just all of the things that make my brain feel like a diary that's run out of the pages. But then Miss Chester, who was in the paper last year for eating 30 tacos in 15 minutes and getting sick for 20 hours in the toilet afterwards, she says,
And when you look up to the night sky, students, the biggest mistake you can make is to think everything is still. Yes, the stars look still laid out in the sky like that, and the blackness around them just seems to go on forever and ever. And that's the universe. That's us seeing a tiny little bit of a giant, giant universe. And it all looks very still, but the trick of the universe is that it is like you, students. It has a lot of potential, it has a lot of energy, and it is growing. It is growing like you. And it is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and not stopping, never stopping. The universe is extending out to places not even it has seen before. Ring.
and before Miss Chester said that, I thought space was just, space. Like how if there's a star here and a star there, then in between it is just space. It's just a bit that hasn't been filled yet. But it got me thinking, if there are really places where not even the universe has been, then there must be an edge. A place at the edge of everything. And maybe it'd be possible for someone to go there one day. For this someone, maybe. Go somewhere far, far away and just stop. Just be calm and quiet. And a bit bored maybe with no music practicing or swimming or taekwondoing, but for the first time in what feels like forever, just do nothing. Just let the universe grow in front of you while you sit and be.
The boy at the edge of everything sits at the edge of his roof and bees. His house balances just perfectly, right on the edge of the universe. Like if you sit on this side of his roof and stare out, there it is. That's everything. But if you sit on the other side, nothing. Not even darkness, because that's a thing. Or silence, because that's a thing too. Just nothing at all. Just things that haven't been invented yet, not being invented. He's so far away that if you took the strongest telescope in the whole world and you looked for the furthest thing that it could see, and you went to that place with the telescope, and you set it up again and looked for the next furthest place and did that over and over again about 20 million times, the boy's further than that. That's only about halfway to where he was. The boy has lived in this house at the edge of everything for a long time. For as long as the universe, at least. He can remember when it was just born, and still has some black and white baby photos of it in a drawer somewhere. He has nothing to do, and all the space of a universe and all the time of forever to do nothing in. His life is just calm and quiet and a bit bored, maybe. And so I invent.
And so I invent.
Activities to keep me busy.
activities to keep me calm.
I spend a little time, a century or so, counting space volcanoes.
I spend a long time, 2 hours or so, doing English tests, but I don't turn them up straight away. Instead, I sit for a bit and imagine where the characters go after they leave my story behind.
I read every book in my crowded library, then get to the last page and start over.
I read all the faces on my crowded bus and imagine what kind of lives they have.
I teach myself to knit and sew and embroider and darn and paint and swim and play guitar and cello and violin and some instruments from some other planets you don't even know about, like the Chihernu, which makes a sound you can't really, which makes a sound that like a bathtub draining water, or the Hastashishi, which makes a sound that you can't really hear, but the shell settles on your shoulders and makes you feel warm and hungry all at once.
I do what mom and dad say and try to find a minute for myself between all the everyone else minutes. But sitting at the dinner table in the middle of all the craziness,
And sitting on my roof at the edge of all the nothingness,
I sometimes wish for
I sometimes wish for the opposite.
the exact opposite of my life, where no one would need me to do anything.
Where someone would need me to do something. If I sit on one side of my roof, I stare into the nothing, and nothing stares back. That's strange. But if I sit on the other side, I stare out into the everything, and that is perfect. I watch the planets far away and see the millions of different lives being lived on them. I don't visit them, though. The boy's never been much good at that stuff, see. And anyway, lately the boy's been less worried about going places and more worried about places coming to him, because he's realized that the universe seems to be expanding, seems to be slowly traveling out, so that one day a bit of it might get here. And he spent so much time being the boy at the edge of everything, he's not quite sure he's ready to be the boy in the middle of stuff. So now every time I'm on my roof, I find myself staring down, the way a boy on the blue and green planet might stare up, and feeling a little bit worried. And wondering if there's anyone down there, down in that universe, who feels a bit worried too.
I feel a bit worried.
What's that, Simon? Homework problems?
No, it's not that, it's...
Social problems. Are you having problems with your friends? Not enough friends. Not the right kind of friends.
My friends
You're
are...
the wrong friends, Simon.
My friends are fine, it's... I've been worried about...
Sports problems. Because you always get those asthma attacks and you have to leave the match halfway through and end up disappointing everyone.
It's not... Disappoint? What do you mean disappoint? Who's disappointed?
No one. I'm definitely not.
Me neither. We're not all disappointed.
No.
I am.
Seven Ives, I think I know what's going on here. Your mom won't get it. You want to talk to your dad. Man's man.
Okay, I've been worried about the universe.
Girls.
Oh.
No, I'm not worried about girls.
He so is.
You so are.
I so am not. I've been thinking about the universe.
What's her name, son?
She doesn't have a name. She doesn't exist. I'm not interested
It's
in...
Chloe D'Annunzio. It's totally her, Dad. I saw them holding hands by the basketball court yesterday.
She was trying to break my arm because I wouldn't give her my lunch money. You don't even know what you're talking about.
You so love her.
You're so new.
Mom, why are you getting involved?
I'm sorry.
He's so done.
Stop! Please. I'm not... It's not girl problems or social problems or sports problems. It's about space.
What? Personal space? Do you need a bigger room? Because you're nearly a teenager and... Oh, is this about...
No. Whatever that is, no. I don't want to know what that is. But it's not that. I've been thinking about space, like up there, space, the universe, and how it's expanding, like Miss Chester said.
Miss Chester, the one who was sick in the toilet?
Yeah, but it got me thinking, are there places somewhere far, far out that are just calm? Where someone could just have all the time in the history of the universe to just be?
So, not girls.
Space. I've been worried about space, Dad.
Okay, just checking. So what you're saying is my eldest son, Simon Ives, wants to be an astronaut?
I don't really need to travel there. I just like thinking about...
My son, the astronaut! Our son, Helen, our son wants to do great things, amazing things!
I do too.
You want to ride down big hills on bikes, Louis?
Excuse me, Dad. I am only 8. The most amazing thing an 8-year-old could do is ride down big hills on bicycles. Thank you very much.
Well, I say, we are starting this now.
What?
Doug, go get your toolbox. Louis, go get your coloring pencils. We are going to give Simon Ives, the future astronaut, a taste of space.
And this is where things start to get dangerous.
The boy at the edge of everything is bored. He just finished building a model train set that goes out the window and through 3 galaxies. It's great, but he's bored. He's been studying 3 new alien languages. He's very good at 2 of them, but the other one can only really be spoken well by someone with 8 mouths, and the boy's only got 1. The boy is bored. As bored as only someone with all the time and all the history of the universe can be. And he's worried, too. He's worried about these things that seem to be getting closer, that might one day scale his lovely white fence, like a cat seeking a patch on the sunny lawn, or an overbearing neighbor who wants to talk about football, like the one in my book on Human Interactive Social Etiquette 101. The boy stands for anything out of the ordinary, with eyes that can see an ant on a footpath many light years away, and ears so well tuned they can hear a word you're just about to say, but haven't yet. He peers into the universe with these eyes and those ears, and he sees something strange.
I feel strange.
You look fantastic! Like an astronaut!
Spaceman!
I'm an idiot!
Now, let me check the plans for your space capsule.
The things Mom are calling her plans are just some drawings Dad and Louie and her did on back an old cereal box. And the thing she's calling a space capsule is actually one of those isolation tank things they use for meditation when you're a parent going through your transcendental Vishu yoga phase, except for eventually that phase ends and no one wants it in the house anymore. And so it's been sitting in the shed for 3 years. It's got spiders in it, Mom.
That's good, dear.
Except for now, it's not filled with salt water. It's filled with a 12 and a bit-year-old boy, who's me, and who my parents want to give an
Authentic space experience.
because they're pretty fun in a weird way. And Dad's put me in his old volunteer community fireman's uniform,
It's exactly like a real spacesuit!
which is nothing like a real spacesuit and more like a volunteer community fireman's uniform. And the helmet is from the motorcycle one he bought at the state fair once. This smells funny.
That's because I sometimes keep tadpoles in it.
Gross.
Careful that one doesn't swim up your nose and crawl into your head, and then you grow a frog in your brain and die! Brain fog death, I call it.
That's not a real thing. Is it, Mom?
Absolutely, dear.
And it actually isn't that bad. And it is pretty cool to imagine what space travel would be like. Except, what am I doing on the shed roof?
Ah, so that was my part of the plan, son. You see, when real astronauts head into space, they experience a burst of G-force, which I hear is very exhilarating. And since we can't really make you fly, we're gonna pull your capsule backwards off the shed.
What?
It's all right, sweetie. Your father attached seatbelts, and Louie and I put the hay bales that we use for mulching the garden, so then you'll feel a great rush of force,
Exhilarating!
and then land safely.
Please.
Brilliant!
I moved all of the bales.
Mom, Dad,
He's just kidding, honey. He's just kidding. You're joking, right, Louie?
No.
I don't remember.
Okay, my brave little man, this is your first taste of space travel. Buckle up and get ready for a formative memory for what will in years to come be the real deal ride of your life. And blast off in 3, 2,
And that's when the strange bit happens. It all occurs very quickly. The capsule tank thing that the boy in the strange outfit sits inside starts to tip backwards as the 3 other humans heave on the very long rope. When suddenly the little boy says,
What's that noise?
and then we all start hearing this popping noises, which kind of sound like fireworks.
And the main reason for that is, well, they are fireworks. Lots and lots of fireworks. We bought them last year at Mr. Donner's huge garage sale down at 16th. And at the time I said, what are we going to do with lots and lots of fireworks, Doug? And you said,
We'll think of something, and I put them in the shed.
and forgot about them.
And forgot about them until today, when friction from a too heavy thing on the roof makes the sheets of corrugated iron scrape together, which makes small sparks fly, which makes the fuse of the firework ignite, which makes Louis say,
What's that noise? And then that noise is nothing compared to the next one, which is the sound of our entire shed exploding while my big brother Simon gets fireworks into the sky, sitting in a meditation tank. I can't do it, but it's really loud.
The surprise made us drop the rope, and it soared into the sky attached to...
and he soared into the sky.
the capsule soared into the sky, leaving the 3 other humans all
Staring up.
Whoa.
most don't have never-ending edge-of-everything lives. They have normal-sized lives, which is why most life forms can't travel from their planets to other faraway ones. They don't have enough life for it. They run out of life on the way and, well, maybe they reach somewhere later on, but they don't know about it. There is one way though. In a planetary information book that I read once called Men Are From ER, Women Are Also From ER, there was an article about a girl from the 1990s who kind of discovered it. And in the best way, without meaning to. She was walking on ice, and the ice broke and she fell through into the coldest cold water. And not being able to do much, she just lay there, for longer than humans cannot breathe. And because it was so very cold, every part of her body slowed down. Her heart beat slower, her brain thought slower, her lungs asked for oxygen slower. So even though she was under the ice for 80 minutes, and 80 minutes is a long time underwater, she survived. Survived in that cold, survived because of that cold, like being caught in limbo. And not many things are colder than the coldest water, but a few things are. Space is.
Simon Ives and his space capsule shot high into the sky, past kites, past lights, past heights themselves. He thinks it's amazing, just like how soaring into the sky, falling off a shed roof can feel. He can't see anything or hear anything except for a great roaring that's less in his ears and more in his belly and his bones and his being. But after a bit, he begins to wonder how long falling off a shed roof can feel, because this has felt like quite a while. But then he gets more and more tired and more gaspy as his friend Nicole takes over. His insides begin to slow down more and more. The roaring became fainter and fainter till he fell asleep, till he was caught.
In limbo. Later, there's a very hot bit, when the small space capsule, which was really a meditation tank, passes through the burning rim of the atmosphere and trembles and groans and glows with a flaming light. But this meditation tank, which is really a space capsule, turns out to be very strong. And because the boy inside is wearing a fireman's uniform and a driver's helmet, not even one of his eyelashes gets a little bit singed. And because he's sleeping so soundly, he can't even be amazed by this. He just sits in his meditation tank and meditates. And dreams of the opposite of falling, and the other part of landing, and the simplicity of breathing. And dreams of dreams themselves. Simon Ives dreams of a cold so cold it makes the hands of time freeze. He dreams of being a boy held so perfectly still that the clocks inside him cannot tick 1 minute further, that he cannot get 1 minute older. He dreams that he remains exactly as he is for the longest time. And because this dream is such a real one, it becomes that. It becomes real. And Simon Ives, frozen like a child under ice, but frozen even colder like a child under a galaxy of stars. He tumbles over years and decades and centuries and millennia and more than a millennia. He tumbles out into space.
You've reached the Ives household. Doug.
Helen!
Simon!
And Louie!
Sorry, we're out, but leave a message and we'll get back to you. Lasagna. Here you go.
For the first couple of years after my big brother Simon got fireworked into the sky, Dad's lasagna got really bad. Like, he'd forget the recipe and put weird stuff in it, like cinnamon. He'd even forget the time, and we'd have to chip away at the burnt bits.
It's lovely, Doug.
Thanks, love.
Mom stopped combing her hair, so it looked like she'd maybe been electrocuted, and she usually wore pajamas all day. Dad stopped playing his favorite Irish lady singers, and we were stuck with either silence or this guy on the radio named Leonard Cohen, whose voice sounded like he'd been slowed down. I preferred the silence.
All right, Louis?
I didn't really talk that much.
You've reached the Ives household. Doug.
Helen?
And Louie.
Sorry, we're out, but leave a message and we'll get back to you. Lasagna with slightly less burnt bits.
Then, after a couple more years, Dad's lasagna started to improve a bit, and Mom remembered that there were outfits for in bed and out of bed.
It's lovely, Doug.
Thanks, love.
Little things started to return to the house that made me like it, and
All right, Louis?
your mom's hilarious hair. Your hair's hilarious, Mom. And I started to talk again.
You've reached the Ives household, Doug.
And Helen.
Sorry, Rob. We'll leave a message and we'll get back to you.
And by the time I was 18, Dad's recipe was back to normal.
Douglas Ives' famous lasagna. Voila!
And Mom looked like moms usually do.
It's lovely, Doug.
Thanks, love. Where was I? Oh yeah, so the vampire says to the swim team, well, how about it?
And the house felt as warm as it did before.
You can't tell him that.
My daddy's old enough, aren't you, kiddo?
I think I'll be alright. Thanks for inviting me over, guys.
It's nice to see you. Now, eat up before you waste away.
And it's good, but even though it has been a lot of years since. Mom, do you think maybe it's time to move Simon's plate?
I think
Why don't we keep it there a little longer, huh, Louis?
Cool. I like having him here with us.
The space capsule was for a while, a few thousand years. And because I had little to do and because there was nothing much on TV, I put the kettle on and drank tea and watched it fly. Until one day I realized that the capsule has gone from being an exciting thing to being a worrying thing because, hey, capsule! Adventurer in the capsule, can you wake up now and steer yourself a little bit away, please? No visiting, thank you, I said. Wake up now, this moment, immediately, please. Like, right now, like in this very... Watch out, you're heading right for my... Those were my begonias.
Hello?
The boy is shocked. He's always wondered about maybe visiting somewhere else, but now a bit of somewhere else has visited him and in a very front-yard, smashy way.
Hello? Mom? Dad? Anyone? Is anyone there? As I crawl out of the space meditation craft tank thing, everything feels different. But not just outside me, inside me too, like I've been frozen. So I stretch and I shake for a bit. And I begin to feel the calming warmth of my blood returning and things inside me moving again. You don't notice that movement until it's been gone for a while.
The other boy, who should really just turn and go away now, please, doesn't. Instead, he does a weird dance thing that might be some kind of breeding. And I think he might be a nice enough alien, but then he starts trying to pull off his own head!
I unsquidge my head from the motorcycle helmet and look around for my family. But they don't look back. They don't look anything. They're gone. And I realize wherever they're gone, our shed is gone too. And our house, and the other houses around our house, have woken up in someone else's yard. Which is strange.
He's woken up in my yard, which is strange. And thankfully, he turns out to have a regular head under his first head, which is less strange. But it's still odd, this being visited thing.
I say hello, but nothing says hello back. I hear the clatter in the house though, so I knock politely. And then I knock a bit less politely. And then I knock out a bit of a tune, which is pretty cool.
Knock, 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 knock.
And then I stick my hand through the mail slot and wave, and then nothing. I don't know what to do.
The boy has been helloing for a while. But I realize he's
Hello?
probably going to head off for now. And I realize being visited is pretty easy because you just do nothing. And then they go away. And that's the end.
And then I find a ladder.
And then, oh, come on.
Planets bob gently in vast ether. Galaxies swirl and broil, and comets go on big journeys. But that just sounds like looking at the night sky. This sky is like if the sky forgot what it's supposed to do. It's gone crazy. Like it's above me, but below me too, stretching down past the lawn, a million billion miles off to either direction. And if I look off onto this side, I see everything. And everything stares back. And that's strange. It feels even fuller than my super full head. But if I look off onto this side, I see nothing. Not even darkness, because that's a thing, or silence, because that's a thing too. Just things that haven't been invented, not being invented yet. That's perfect. That's just what I've been looking for. And so I sit there and stare out into the nothing for days and days.
I stare way out to check if any more visitors are coming to fill up my roof space, if that's how being visited works, and I always do that.
Hello? Who are you? Hello?
The first rule of alien communication is you never communicate with aliens.
Hello, you person standing there?
I'm not here.
Yes, you are. I can see you.
No, just leave now, please.
Well, if you're not here, then how can you ask me to leave? Like, if no one's there, then no one's asking. So I guess I'll stay.
Okay, I am here. And now, leave now, thank you, please.
Have you seen
Have
my
a
house?
nice day.
Or my mom? She looks like a mom, a kind of momish hair. She wears a sweater. Sometimes.
She's not here.
Right. My dad, Louis? Just a kid I don't know who's very bad at pretending to be.
You've been frozen a long time. You must have some very important questions. to
Where's my
ask.
shed?
Or that one. Your shed exploded.
My family?
We're left staring up. You flew off into space, and they didn't want to detach their eyes from you. Their eyes were big and sad.
This is really.
Space.
But I can breathe.
Well, your body's been frozen a long time, so parts of you changed. Your lungs grew used to not needing oxygen.
That's impossible.
No? I've been researching your planet when you slept. Your Yarth. Did I pronounce that right?
No, Earth.
Yarth.
Earth.
Arth.
Earth.
Arth.
Earth.
Arth.
Earth.
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 Good enough.
So I researched your planet. And I found in one book called Men Are From Earth, Women Are Also From Earth, that there used to be fish on it who had to be beneath the water, who couldn't survive on land. So they grew tired of that, and so they did something wonderful. They climbed out of the water, and they found different ways to breathe, and they survived.
So,
Well, they were the earliest version of you, a long, long time ago. And they could change their lungs, so it makes sense that you could too.
I guess so. In a funny way.
Space is a bit funny.
And you are?
I'm the boy at the edge of everything.
Right. I'm Simon, the boy kind of near the shopping mall on the main road.
Hello, Simon, the boy kind of near the shopping mall.
Simon's fine. Did I smash up your entire garden?
Sort of. Well, no, not sort of. Yes, you did, but that's okay. Things in the universe have been getting closer for a while, and you just got the most close.
So, what do you do out here?
Redo. Oh, I've done everything. Loads of times. So I just redo it all. Look.
The boy leads me down the house. And even though it's quite a normal looking place from the outside, on the inside, is that a fort?
40 acres. I've been experimenting with plant species.
And a million instruments and a billion board games and a full-size library and a swimming pool and it's a big train set.
3 galaxies. You wanna...
Sure. And we play with all this stuff. We send 5 different locomotive carriages charging along towards the same intersection until a wicked train smash.
We invent a game called Monopoly, Scrabble, Checka, Gammon, Chesketball. You roll 12 dice, then pick a card, and move a pawn, and jump a piece, and make a word, and get a slam dunk! And then it's the next person's turn!
We go to the library.
Be careful you don't tip the shelves, they're not that stiff. Oh.
Sorry about that.
I'll clean it up.
Whoa. We practice breakdancing. Check it out, the boy. Am I doing it?
Maybe. It looks a bit different in the book, but are you
I
okay?
think I'm stuck. We go in there.
Yeah! Private. My pantry. My underpantry, where I keep my underpants. we reenact classic lines from famous action movies.
Yeah.
You can melt my face with your acid breath, Zog, but you'll never melt my search for justice. Pow, 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 pow.
I don't get the reference.
It was big on Jupiter.
Cool. We go to the kitchen and invent amazing new recipes using every single ingredient we can find.
Are you sure you want to drink that? It looks a bit not drinkable.
I think you'll find Mr. Edge of Everything, space living, deceptively large home interior guy, but there's Earth boys pretty dang good at
Are you sure you're okay?
I think I'm good at
It's been about 25 minutes.
No, really, I'm fine.
I've actually never seen anybody be that ill. From any species, ever. There's actually one species that only eats vomit. And I think you make them sick.
Enough. Edge boy, I'm good now.
So, what else do you want to do? We could go street lugeing, or explode some fireworks, or play the Shashmahedge. It's an instrument that makes you grow facial hair. I once played it for 6 days straight and grew 12 of ears.
Stop! Please, I say to the boy at an edge of an aneurysm. Everything is fun, but everything is the problem. Back home, I'm always doing everything. What I want is what's up there. It's nothing. I just want nothing. And so I climb back onto the roof, and I sit on the tiles, and I stare out into the nothing. And it doesn't ask me about girls or play me a song or show me something cool. It just shows me nothing. Because nothing is all it is.
After a bit, I go back inside. Back to the forest and the swimming pool and the unfallen down books, but it turns out that these things feel a bit different now. Because before, when my selfness was all I knew, that was okay. But now that I know what other peopleness feels like, I miss it a bit. So I climb up a slab, and I sit on my side because I know that the boy kind of near the shopping mall on the main road just wants nothing. And I stare out at the other people on the other planets. And even though they're far away, it's nice to know they're there.
What are you looking at?
Faraway stuff.
Like what?
And I tell him some of my favorite places. That planet has a forest of the tallest trees, with branches so big and so interwoven that you can walk on top of them and check the nest for eggs. That one has a sea. You tell what kind of waves you want, and it gives them to you, and you surf till your legs are weak. And that other one is made entirely of dog poo. Not old either. New dog poo. Like you've just stepped in it, and it's broken open and the smell has escaped. That one's awful. On that planet, you have to travel everywhere on water slides. On the one next to it, your insides all hang on your outside, which is weird. And that one all the way off to the right has mountains made entirely of windows and ground entirely of baseballs, and no one around to care how much you smash.
Cool. Have you done it?
What?
Smash the mountains.
Oh, no. I'm over here, and that planet's over there, see?
But you could travel there.
I mostly just binocularize the planets and read about the planets and experience them like that.
But that's not really experiencing them, is it? I mean, if you don't do anything.
Well, you don't either.
What?
Do anything. You don't want to, like you said. Look, that's your Earth. And you're done doing Earth stuff. You just said it. So it's kind of the same.
No, I just don't like doing it all at once. It's not like anyone would miss homework and noisy buses and chaotic soccer fields and crazy family dinners. But as I say this to the boy, I realize I do miss it. all of those people that used to fill my day, all of the things that used to fill up my brain diary, I miss them a lot. And even though they're far away, it's nice to know that they're still there.
But they're not.
What?
Your family, they're not there.
But I can see them.
Yeah, but it's like looking at stars in the sky. Some of them are so far away and you can see their light, but it's just because it took so long to reach you from so far away. So you're not seeing them. You're seeing a long distance memory of them that crossed the universe over millions of years to get to you.
No, I can see them.
You've been gone a really long time, Simon.
They're back on Earth.
Your planet's been gone a really long time too.
My friends, taekwondo, swimming, homework even. I have to get back to that stuff.
You can't. That stuff is finished. But if you look through the binoculars long enough, at least their memories will reach you.
That stuff is finished. And suddenly, nothing finding doesn't seem all that important anymore.
Simon Ives sits on my roof, a thing he's found, and stares out at his planet, a thing he's lost for the longest time. And it's funny because I really have known the longest time. I've known all of time, from the beginning bit to the now bit, over billions of years. But thinking back, I don't think I remember any bit that's felt as long and as empty as this. Come on now, please.
Where are you taking me? Yeah, I've seen all your stuff, Edge Boy. It's cool, but I'm kind of not really in the mood.
You've reached that household. Got it.
Helen!
Simon.
Hey, Louie! Sorry, Ralph. Leave a message or we get back to you.
And Simon Ives, the boy from the not there anymore planet, he sees.
Earth.
He sees that some of what's not there anymore is here. Bits of it, yes. I'm an earth collector. Well, an amateur earth collector. Well, the only earth collector, really. I collect earth stuff.
But how did you get it all?
Oh, early on, little bits just fell off of it and washed up here on the Earth, on the space-time. And then when the Earth ended, it had a really nice long life, by the way. Just lots of things were sent in all directions, and I just gathered up a bunch of Earth artifacts and, yeah, made this collection. Look!
A calculator?
Yes! Beep, boop, boop. Hello? How are you? Not working, though. Oh, well.
That's not really how. Never mind. But staring out into the room, which stretches so far and has a million, billion glass cabinets, I see.
Oh, it's 98.5 o'clock. Time to go to my Earth job.
Everything. Everything that my planet used to hold. Empty milk cartons sit by shiny Nautilus shells from the bottom of the sea. Bike tires and Buddhist prayer wheels spin round and round. Colored pencils and ancient arrows with stone points share the same quiver.
Anyway, nice memories.
Yeah, but they're not your memories to remember, right? This is my stuff from my world.
Well, I'm sorry, but I have known Earth a lot longer than you. I did see it come to be, Simon Ives. One millennia when I was up on the roof. I saw gases and chemicals merge. Forces pull things together. There are quite a few planets I've seen turn up over the years, but this one, it caught my eye. It just seemed so hopeful. It wanted to work. So after that, every few centuries, I kept checking in on it. And soon, mountains and valleys formed, and water drove its way up through rock, and plants drove their way up through water, grew onto land, forests. They were beautiful. Things began to move on the surface, things that took on many different forms. Have you ever seen a giraffe? That thing is hilarious. Dinosaurs came along. They were great. Your ones, beginnings of you, they appeared and they had hope too. They started off cold, but they found fire soon enough, and the fire melted things into points. The points cut wood, the wood made shelter, the shelter held farmers who told the land what to be, held teachers who told the children what they could be. They passed on the hope. And those children became adults, and those hopes became realities. I've seen dams and bridges and airplanes and skyscrapers and these small screens that could see you saying hello in one place and then show you saying hello in another. Between people who could be way away, like the edge of everything, say, and still feel connected. If they wanted to. When they were ready to. This one small blue and green planet with all those people, all that hope. And you miss those people, Simon Himes, because you lost them. But I miss them too, because we never even got to meet.
Thanks.
Yeah. Sorry we have to share these. I had another pair I would have lent you, only they fell into the nothing a few days ago.
What?
Oh, I was cleaning the gutters around the nothing side of the roof, which is a very dangerous job. And my binoculars were hanging around my neck, and I leant forward, and off they went.
Were they blue?
They were blue, but now they're nothing.
No, they're not.
What?
Your binoculars, I've seen them.
In an Earth shop? I don't think so, Earth boy. These were intergalactic super hyperbionic 3000s with quasar laser lenses and a very comfortable neck chain.
No, I mean, I
invented them.
I mean, I've seen those exact ones after music practice. Ah!
What?
I have to jump off your shed roof.
Have you gone space crazy?
No, I have to listen.
Oh no, you're not gonna be sick again, are you? I don't think I can handle watching that again.
Listen, Edge Boy. This nothing behind your house, the place that doesn't exist, I know where it goes.
So do I. Nowhere. It's nothing.
True. But behind it is something. You live at the farthest place possible, and beyond you is nothing. It's just our way back.
You mean your way back?
No, Edge Boy. I don't think I do.
I don't get what that's supposed to. I can't believe you just tried to push me off the roof. Ha! Off the roof and into the nothing. Because that would have been crazy. That would have been a truly crazy thing to do.
Hey, Edge Boy, hey.
You've done it, haven't you?
Yeah.
This is very un-edge-like. This is very middle-like. A very middle place. I'm surrounded by Earth stuff. Look, an Earth bus stop. There's Earth litter. An Earth lady. Hi, Earth lady. Look at us, all being on Earth together. Nice Earth handbag. And nothing. Okay. See you later.
I can't believe that worked.
Yeah.
From jumping off your roof,
Yeah.
I did not think that was gonna work.
No. What? You pushed me off the edge of the known universe into the vastness of nothing, but you didn't think it would work.
But it did, though.
But it did though.
I'm home. Excellent.
Home. This is where we say goodbye, right? It was nice to meet you, and
I had another idea.
what?
Why don't you stay here on this planet? I mean, we don't have mountains made of windows or water slide roads or dog poop worlds, but we have people. We have some of those faraway people that you said you missed, and now you don't have to.
Okay.
Okay. And how much do you like the name Boy at the Edge of Everything?
Not very much.
Okay, then we can give you a new name. It's a new school year, and you're a new kid from a new town, and your new name is...
The boy sort of near this trash can.
No.
No.
How about calling Gillespie? That'll work.
And it does. Hey.
Hey, Congo, sweet. And over the next few weeks, me and the new kid Con Gillespie and all the other kids, we ride the bus to school together. And on Saturdays, we play soccer.
You gotta be like the worst free kicker I've ever seen.
And we all sit next to each other in class.
I think you're weird. And I think you, Michael, are merely a confluence of genes that have taken on the form of a human, just so they can survive, and live on in the progeny you one day create with a genetically sympathetic other. So, basically, your entire notion of you, and who you are, and what you think is weird, is really a fallacy. You are a carriage vessel for a willful gene that has existed long before you and will exist forever after.
And whenever he's asked, the new kid says that he's from,
Someplace far away. And that's true.
but only I know how far away it really is. And sometimes the new kid calling Gillespie comes to my house for dinner.
Douglas Adams' famous lasagna. Voila.
Lovely, Doug.
Thanks, love. You like it, Louis?
I've had better.
With my mom and dad and Louie, who's back to being 8 again.
Just tell me what the vampire says!
Which is kind of annoying, but kind of cool too. And the smell of dad's lasagna hangs in the air, and the song from some Irish lady dad likes floats in from the next room.
And the boy in the middle of everything knows that sometime in 80 years or so, he'll head off back to his house and water the plants and return to his ironing, and that's okay. But for now, he feels just fine having this life down here.
And just thinking about the amazing expanding universe up there,
Every time, Simon!
What is wrong with your son?
I so told you you would, Dad. You owe me $1. Wow.